What's going on YouTube? My name is FG3000, back in the place to be, and welcome back to DC Legends. Now, in this video, we're not gonna focus too much on gameplay. We're gonna talk about a few additions being added to the game, as well as heroes, the hero challenges, all that good stuff. So let's not waste any time. The brand new hero challenges include Batgirl, Little Boy Robin, and Bane are your three upcoming hero challenges. The soonest one is coming in 4 days, so let's take a look at that. This is great. And based off of these screenshots, as far as I can tell, each one of these hero challenges will have a unique stage, which I have praised this game before. I talk a lot of trash about this game when it comes to some of their cash shop policies. I'm on the forums, I'm on Reddit talking trash about this game in a loving way. Like, I want this game to be great, so I do criticize it heavily. But one thing I've always given this game props on is giving us unique stages. Like this, I cannot wait to see this Twisted Toy Factory. That looks awesome. But let's start off with Batgirl here. So if you click on the info button, you'll see that it requires hero level, which is the easiest requirement that you can have. And then you'll also get health bonuses for the Bird of Prey heroes, which I think will include Black Canary, Hawk Girl, and Huntress, I think, maybe. They had a special pack about a month or two ago that was called the Birds of Prey, which gave you a bunch of fragments for those specific heroes. I can't remember all of them off the top of my head, but those are a few. And then of course Batgirl will be another one as well. So this should be a pretty easy way to get tons and tons of Batgirl fragments, and we'll kind of go through her skills a little bit later. I'm kind of impressed with her. So that's that. And like I said, it looks like a unique stage on the rooftops of Gotham there. Looks good, can't wait for her. Twisted Toy Factory. This looks awesome. I'm super excited to see Twisted Toy Factory. Now the special conditions are going to be a little bit harder because this one is the one where it requires hero ranks. So basically what's going to happen is stage 1 will require 1-star heroes, and 2-star heroes, and 3, then 4, then 5-star heroes, then legendary heroes. So depending on when you started the game, it gets really difficult to kind of meet those requirements. So that's something you have to look forward to there. And then you will get health bonuses for using Robin, of course, who will be the February check-in hero or login hero. So you will have plenty of Robin fragments, and I'm sure that will give you other ways to get Robin as well. So Robin will be a hero that is going to be pretty easily obtained. Then of course Batgirl and Catwoman. So that is that. And then we have the Bane challenge. Bane has been in the game for a while, obviously. I think he was like the first hero that was on sale, like for $1.99, like a long time ago. We haven't seen him since. So be on the lookout. There's probably gonna be some type of sale or bonus on Bane. And then here on Bane, you have the special condition of increasing hero level. Like I said, is one of the easier ones. And then of course, health bonuses for the Batmans. Which of course makes sense. And this takes place in Arkham Asylum. Look at that. That is gonna be fun. So shout out to the development team when it comes to going a step beyond. Like I said, I've said this before and I'll say it one last time. Marvel Avengers Alliance 2 was very stingy on backgrounds, and it just kind of annoyed me to have these, you know, these fights with these amazing heroes and villains and have the same old tired backgrounds you've seen since day one. So that's that. So that is the hero challenge. Moving on, the PvP reward right now kind of coincides with all this. You do get Batman. I think that's the Greatest Detective Batman. Is that what he's called? Yep, the World's Greatest Detective Batman will be your PvP award coming up here. So you definitely, the game is trying its best to give you the characters that you're going to need for those hero challenges. So definitely keep that in mind. We also got Star Sapphire for our last PvP reward there. 2-star Star Sapphire. I gotta keep sweeping for her. Look at that jumpsuit. Hello. So we got Star Sapphire there for our PvP reward that just passed there. Hold on, we can go 3-star, baby. Go 3-star. There we go. Pretty close to 4-star as well. So I'm gonna keep sweeping for her to try to get her online. But this video is not about Star Sapphire. This video is about the Bat family. So this gives you a quick rundown of my account so far. Still consider myself free to play even though I spent $5. There you go. That is the rundown of my account. Now let's get down to the nitty gritty. Let's take a look at these brand new characters. So Batgirl's here. Look at this. Once again, shout out to the development team. The portraits look great. The icons for the abilities look great. pretty impressed. So Precision Strike is the first ability for Batgirl. And before we start, Batgirl, her, basically her, I don't know what you want to call these things, but her classification of Batgirl is hashtag Batgirl of Burnside. I love how they put the hashtag there. So very, very awesome. So Precision Strike is her first ability, her basic attack. Damage an enemy and then do plus 50% damage if that target has no buffs. Very interesting ability there. Target Analyze, gain 2 evasion ups, purge 2 buffs from an enemy. Cool. Like it. I like how a lot of characters in this game have different interactions with buffs, without buffs, the number of buffs you have. It's very interesting, and it leads to different teams and different team makeups. It also makes my Zatanna very happy. So Say Cheese is her next ability. Damage an enemy, plus 50% damage if evasion up is on Batgirl. If no evasion ups, gain 2 evasion ups. So this is an ability that you will be able to use regardless. Like, this is an ability that you'll be able to use that you won't feel bad for not getting the optimal effect. So you'll still get an effect regardless. So like that. Her next ability is Mist Me. It's a passive ability. Light damage and purge 1 buff from an attacker if Batgirl evades. Now this kind of coincides with all of her other abilities that allow her to get evasion up. So all of that kind of synergizes pretty well. Then you have Oracle, which is our team leader ability. All allies gain 1 intelligence up when evading. Okay. So that is Batgirl, hashtag Batgirl of Burnside. Also added to the game is Catwoman. So we're gonna go to Catwoman after this. Catwoman, the Princess of Plunder. Her first ability is Whiplash. Damage an enemy, purge 1 buff, and gain 1 speed if Catwoman is invisible. All right. Her next ability is Misdirection. Gain invisibility. You have to have an ability to put you in invis, or else that wouldn't make any sense, now would it? Gain invisibility. Invisibility duration plus 1 if a teammate is taunting. So you'll be able to use her with some of the taunt characters like Harley, and I can't think of any other ones, but you know what I'm talking about. Hit and Run. Damage an enemy and gain 2 speed ups. Okay. And then Distraction is her passive. Catwoman has a 10% chance to gain invisibility and heal herself when anyone on her team takes damage. I like that passive. That is legit. So that is Catwoman, the Princess of Plunder. This is going to be a Cash Shop exclusive, I'm pretty sure, because we have the check-in event for Robin, and we also have the hero challenge for Robin. Then we have the Batgirl, which will probably be not only a hero challenge, he might even be a PvP reward soon. So that's that. Probably Catwoman is going to be exclusive to the Cash Shop, but we'll see. I have no information on that, you know, either way. So that's that. And then last but not least, Little Boy Robin, Damian Wayne. All right. So first ability is Ambush. Damage an enemy, plus 50% crit chance if Robin is invisible. Then of course this one has to be invisibility. Gain invisibility if Robin is already invisible. Then, oh wait, all right, sorry. Gain invisibility. If Robin is already invisible, gain 25% turn meter and heals. Very cool. So this way you can kind of hide in shadows and kind of wait to the right turn, boosting your turn at the same time and healing yourself. So that's pretty cool. I don't know how to say that. Ichiraru. That was terrible. Damage an enemy and apply 4 bleeds if Robin is invisible. So it looks like Robin is all about kind of being in the shadows. His passive ability is called Shadow Meld. 20% chance to gain invisibility if Robin is invisible at the beginning of his turn. All about invisibility. And then of course Assassin Training. He has a team leader. That's interesting. Each ally has a 30% chance to go invisible when critically hit. Okay. That's kind of interesting. All right, I'll take that. So that is Robin. That is the Bat family. Very, very excited to where this game is going. It looks like it's trending in the right direction. Really neat characters, really cool hero challenges. They're giving us a lot more for free. February check-in events are legit. Like, I looked at the February, I can't show you in this video because it's not February yet. But the login bonuses for February are much better. You get way more gems. You get, what else do you get? You get way more gems is all you need to know. Less of these little experience points things. You get willpower. You get all kinds of things that are just better. take my word for it. If you want to know more details, go to the official forums and you can see the February sign-in rewards. They're way better than they were this month. So they're listening. I know for me it's really hard, right? For me it's really hard because I'm like, dudes, don't ruin this game. Oh my God, I need this. Don't make this the next Marvel Adventures Alliance 2, just please. But it seems as if a lot of the feedback we've been given over the last few months, over Christmas and over January, we've given a lot of feedback to the developers and the community manager on this game, and it seems as if they're starting to listen. We'll see what happens in the next update. So that is that. Once again, guys, my name is FG3000. I will see you in DC Legends here in about 4 days when it's time to do the Batgirl challenge. Until then, we'll see ya later.